You need to thank your enemies for your anointing. Oh, let me say that again. I said you need to thank your enemies for your anointing. You may say, why would I want to thank my enemies? They're the ones that did me wrong. But it's because they lied on you, because they slandered your name, because they betrayed you, because they backstabbed you, because they did you dirty. It is because of them that you now have the gift of prophecy. Because if they hadn't did you as wrong as they did you, you would never have prayed the way that you prayed. It is because of the pain that they caused you that got you on your knees to pray the way that you did. Oh yes, you wouldn't have prayed like that if they hadn't did what they did. So in that, you begin to hear God, right? So you need to call him and thank him for the gift of healing. Thank you for putting on me what you did. Oh yes, it was because of the crushing, right? It was because of the beating. It was because of the stepping on that I now have the gifts that I have, right? And if you had not done what you've done, I wouldn't have discernment to know another enemy when they come into my life. So I want to thank you for the spiritual gifts. I just want to thank you. I'm not going to even call you my enemy. I'm going to call you my friend because you really helped me in my walk. They're going to be like, what? But how many know, you guys, that it's nothing but a beating, right? It's nothing but pain. It's nothing but hurt. Like the suffering is when the anointing begins to come, because just like that olive oil, you got to squeeze that oil to get that oil out of there, right? It ain't going to just come. So you got to be grateful to your friends, family members, strangers, to everybody that did you wrong, because if they had not did you wrong, you wouldn't know God like you know him today. I'm just saying, y'all, right? It's because they stepped on you. Oh, yes. That is how the oil came forth from your life, child of God, right? So just be thankful. Just be thankful. You need to send them a thank you card. You need to call them and say, I just want to thank you. I'm just saying, you guys, right? It's because of that whooping, right? That got you on your knees praying like you know. Now you know God because you prayed as hard, because they made you pray as hard as they did. Y'all, I remember I went through some stuff, right? Oh my God, I went through some family stuff. That thing was horrible. And it made me pray like I ain't never prayed before. Like, I'm serious. Like, anybody ever been through something like this thing that you've been through? It's just such a painful thing. And you can't stop praying, right? You just want this thing to end. And you know that God is your help. He the only one that can stop it. He the only one that can get you out of that situation that you're in, right? So you pray. You pray and pray and pray. And in them prayers, that's when you get to know God on a deeper level. You see what I'm saying? So God got a way about doing things in our lives, you guys. So no matter what happens in our lives, this is what I always say. No matter what happens in our lives, right? You got to know that God got your best interest at heart. Even when you're going through pain, there's something that God is working behind the scenes. So no matter what happened in your life, child of God, you got to trust God, and you got to know, that he loves you, and everything he allows you to go through is for your own good.